Goalless at half-time between Sheffield United and Newcastle United. Newcastle down to 10 men. But even before that, Jamie, Sheffield United were on the front foot in this game. 42% of the play was in that final third of the pitch.
They've been fantastic, Kelly. They look like a team that's trying to get into Europe, not a team that's 12 points from safety. The football they've played, it's been one touch, been great movement. This is what we associated with Sheffield United last season. Maybe that might have been offside, but even the football they played in getting into these areas, it's been great. The one thing they're missing is just someone that can put the ball in the back of the net, and that's been a problem from obviously all season. That's what they tried to sign Ryan Brewster for, that hasn't actually helped. But the football's been excellent. So, we spoke about energy and pride. That's exactly what they've done, Matt, isn't it?
Yeah, and play with freedom, and a lot of that is off the cuff. That's the stuff, maybe they've taken the confidence, and, you know, we saw about Ollie Burt being back in. I mean, that's an unbelievable challenge from Fernandes, but, you know, back in, that's what he was there for, because a lot of the time Newcastle sat in deep. The one time they were able to get him behind, but you say that creativity, yeah, you say that energy, that off the cuff, that playing, that runners, the weight of pass, and that I feel with Lundstrom. Is he worried about hitting the post? Just throw yourself at it. Yeah, it's an unbelievable ball from McGoldrick. So many chances, like Jamie's saying, all the chances, all the play, but you need to have the goal.
Yeah, and it's working well for them. 10 shots so far, 2 of them on target for Sheffield United. Does this look like the kind of game in which they're going to rue these missed chances, because having gone down to 10 men, Newcastle are only going to get more defensive,
absolutely,
aren't they?
Kelly. It's not going to change to a certain extent, but they've got to be patient. They've got to keep getting the ball wide as much as you can. Obviously, they're having the player sent off will help, but it's not going to change the complex of the game. And that's why they've just got to be patient, and it will come. I felt there was a big performance from Sheffield United. What they must make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. But Steve Bruce would be, he'd be so disappointed with a red card. I mean, once you get booked, you can't afford to go into another challenge like Ryan Fraser does. It's a really stupid thing to do, and, you know, it's just poor play from his point of view. You can see him there. It's just a bit of desperation. Tries to help out his team. Yeah, that's a booking. That's a yellow card. I don't think anyone's got any complaints there. But once that happens, you have to think on your feet. You have to be very intelligent about what you're doing, and you can't afford then, a couple of minutes later, to go into another challenge like that. And it was like, oh, I've seen this film before. You know, we just knew exactly what he was going to do, Matt, didn't we?
Yeah, he knew what he was going to do, and yeah, now down to 10 men, and it's really up against it now, Newcastle, because they've been struggling to create anyway, and with 10 men, it's going to be really difficult.
It is going to be really difficult, but it hasn't been difficult in the first half for Sheffield United. They've created lots of chances. Can they take at least one of them in the second half, or... Well, the significance of it doesn't really extend to the table, where Sheffield United get the 3 points. They move on to 5 points for the season. They are still 9 points from safety. They do have that goal difference of -20, but interesting to see what happens to their season from now on. Now they have got that first win of the season. As for Newcastle, on 19 points after 17 games, they stay in 15th place. But are they potentially in danger of being sucked in to that relegation battle? What an end to the game that was, but what a win, and what a moment this season for Sheffield United. They deserved it, Jamie.
They did. They're a much the better side. Weirdly, they played better against 11 men. They did the 10. They seemed to struggle a little bit desperate, and even towards the end, you could see the pressure was starting to mount. But a huge 3 points to them. They thoroughly deserved it. Better team with 11 men. When Newcastle had 11 men, they were just a class apart today, and they deserve it. So much relief for the whole club. That training ground is going to feel a lot better place tomorrow.
It certainly is. And the referee went over to consult the monitor, made the decision on this handball for the penalty. Was it the right decision, Matt?
Yeah, definitely. When we were watching, as soon as we saw it, it's just this little movement here, second movement there with his left hand. He knows, and he knocks it away. And whether I think he's meant it, but it still also has a big impact on where the ball goes. So it's the correct decision. I'm glad that the referee went to the monitor, looked at it. Massive moment, because otherwise that's going into Billy Sharp's path. So big decision. They needed that, and they deserved it though, because we created all the chances, and then it's the pressure. But you knew Billy Sharp was going to come on in this game, and it's this pressure. He looked at him, was he a little bit nervous? But no, he's made his mind up, picks his spot. Sends Darlow the wrong way. Darlow had been excellent. He made lots and lots of saves, but that is a real pressure penalty. Milestone for him, 100th league goal. But that's, you know, when your team needs it, everything would have been going through his head. The delay as well, because of going over to the monitor and everything else, but fantastic penalty.
Ryan Brewster had a good half an hour when he came on. Maybe just a bit more, but they need that now. They need to build on this, have some impetus, a bit of confidence, pride. That was the word.
Yeah, well.
Pride. That's the word we mentioned before the game, and they showed plenty of it today. It could have got sent off, though, Billy. He was very lucky, and that would have made it a 10v10, and that might have been a completely different complexion on the game.
You're probably no two more proud men on the pitch. On the pitch, Billy Sharp and Chris Wilder. You'll be able to hear from them on Sky Sports News and across our digital platforms. You get plenty more reaction there as well. Coming